All right, I'm just watching to make sure it really went live, and it looks like it just did. So, hello, I am Liz from the Eagle Mountain Arts Alliance, and today I'm going to show you some quick bunny crafts in case you're trying to think of some ideas to make some crafts this weekend for Easter. These are some easy crafts that hopefully you have all of the supplies for just on hand at home. So I'm going to start with what I think is the messiest one, and then we'll go to what I think is the easiest one. So, first one is I've got a paper plate, and we've been doing lots of crafts at our house. This is one that's already had some junk on it. So I've got a paper plate and I've got some black paint, just some black paint that we had. You can use white paint or black paint, and we're going to make some bunny stamps out of stuff that you should have at your house. Toilet paper rolls. Toilet paper crafts usually give me the gross out, but now that we're home and we're using what we have in our house, I'm all about the toilet paper roll crafts. So here's what they're gonna kind of look like at the end. So we're gonna make some bunny stamps, really easy, using just some toilet paper rolls and some paint. So I'm gonna move this aside, and we're gonna make a smaller version right here. And we're just doing a smaller version on the back of a note card that we use for flashcards. So I'm going to turn this over. I started drawing it on the bottom, and then I was like, wait a minute, we can just do this together live. So here's my note card, and I'm going to take a green crayon, and I'm going to draw some grass. I'm just making lines at the bottom of my page to get some grass. I'm going to use a lighter color green too for some variety. I've got me some grass. I can take a yellow crayon if I want. Make me a sun at the top. Ooh, shaking the table. Being a little too aggressive with the coloring again. Okay, now I've got my background. Here I used a yellow piece of paper because it's what we had on hand, with white paint and then a black pen. Today I'm going to use a white note card, green crayons, and I'm using black paint because that's what we had on the table. So I'm going to take my first toilet paper roll, and it's still perfectly round. I'm gonna take that, and I've got my paint here, and I'm just gonna slosh it around in the paint down here. Get it all nice. Make sure I've got paint all the way around. This is like, kids love stamping, at least my kids do, so this is a great project. So I've got it all gooey with paint on the bottom. This is gonna be my bunny's head, the head of my bunny. And so I'm gonna just stick it right here. Just stamp it right down on the page. So there's his head. Now I've got another toilet paper roll, and all I did was take it and squish it. Now that it's squished in, those are gonna make his ears. So I'm gonna move this aside. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna slosh this around in the paint. Slosh, slosh, slosh. Make sure I get the bottom of it all nice and covered in gooey black paint, like so. Then I'm going to stamp it on the top for one ear. I'm going to do the same thing for the other ear. Get it all nice and gooey. I usually do put it back in the paint after each time, and your kids aren't going to complain about sticking it in the paint more than once. And there we go. Bunny stamp, easy peasy. I'll take a pen, and I'll make, usually, if my kids are doing this, I'll make them put these, get them stamped, set them aside, let them dry. Then we come back and we make faces on them. So I'm just gonna draw 2 little eyeballs, which is easy, 2 dots. Then let's give him a nose, which is gonna be a triangle. Color in the triangle. Triangle nose. And then I'm just gonna make 2 little lines coming out the bottom for his mouth. Normally I would put whiskers on him right now, but I don't wanna drive my pen through the wet paint, so I'm just going to set it aside and let it dry. You can see that here on these guys, I put whiskers on them. Easy peasy, okay? So all you need is a piece of paper, some toilet paper rolls, and some paint, and easy. So I'm gonna move this aside. I'm gonna move our messy paint aside, and everything else is going to be really low maintenance, low mess, and hopefully with stuff again that you have from your house. The next one I have seen in 800 different versions all over Facebook. It's easy. My kids wanted to try it the other day, and it was slick. So we are going to make little bunnies using your hands. So I had my girls, they traced their hands on a piece of paper. We had some scrapbook pink paper. They wanted to make pink bunnies. So we traced their hands on a piece of paper and then cut them out. Once your hands are traced and cut out, and they look cuter if you've got little kids' hands. So we traced them, cut them out. Once you have them traced and cut out, then they are going to cut off the middle finger, which my kids thought that was funny too. So we're gonna cut off this middle finger right here. And already it's starting to look more like a bunny. Once that finger's cut off, we're going to take and we're going to fold in the thumb. And actually, I think I'm going to fold it down a little bit farther. We're going to fold in the thumb because these are going to be his little paws. Fold his thumb in, and then we'll fold his other finger down so it looks like they're holding hands, like he's holding his hands in front of him. And right now we've got our bunny head, arms, and body all ready to go. So let's take, you can tell he's more a bunny if you add a little bit of details. So I'm going to add little paws, and I'm going to add him a face. So his paws are just 3 little lines for his little bunny paws. So I'm going to add that on both hands, 3 little lines, 1, 2, 3. And on this hand, 1, 2, 3. Got little bunny paws. And then I'm going to add him a face. And his face is easy. We're going to start with 2 dots for his eyeballs. 2 dots. Then we're going to give him a triangle nose, just like we did on the bunnies we made just a minute ago. Triangle nose. Then 2 lines out the bottom for his little bunny cheeks and mouth. My bunny looks very serious. And then we'll give him some whiskers. You can add more, less. You can stop right here. I outlined this bunny. I just drew a line around the outside edges of him to kind of make him more distinct. If you want to stop there, that's perfect. Or my kids wanted to make little signs that said, "Somebody loves you." So he could be holding the signs. So you can make little signs that say, "Somebody loves you," and then leave them on people's porch. We did that yesterday. The kids thought that that was really fun to have little bunnies that said "Somebody loves you" and leaves them on the porch. So they were like top secret. So easy. All you need is a piece of paper, a pair of scissors, and a pen. So I'm going to move these guys aside. We're done with this craft. My kids lately have been into FaceTiming people or Google chatting people. So they put on filters, but another thing they've been thinking is funny is to wear masks or costumes or weird get-ups when they're talking. So we came up with 2 easy ones to do for Easter. So this one, all you need is a tongue depressor or a popsicle stick or a spoon, whatever you've got for a stick portion, 3 pom-poms that we glued onto the end, and a piece of paper that we drew 2 teeth on. So this is a rectangle piece of paper that we outlined and drew a line down the middle. 2 pom-poms for the cheeks, 1 pom-pom for the nose, and it's a psycho bunny. So my kids think that this is hilarious because if they're talking, then all of a sudden they're the bunny. So easy peasy way to make a 10-second craft for Easter, and then that way you can use these to be ridiculous as you're talking to people on Easter. Okay, so move this one aside. Again, any kind of a stick, piece of paper you draw 2 teeth on, 3 pom-poms. Mine are lime green, so it's even more of a psycho bunny because we've got lime green and hot pink, but any color pom-poms will do. All right, let's move this guy away. This one, all you need to have is a stick, a paper plate, and 2 pieces of paper for ears. So, paper plate, you cut the middle out, you glue on 2 pieces of paper for ears, and voila, you're a bunny. Now, granted, my kids like this one better because it's funnier, but this one's also really easy to make. They've been using these. We did a couple of these as different kinds of animals, and they've been using these to put on plays with as well. So easy, all you need is a paper plate and 2 pieces of paper. And all I did was Elmer's glue them on the back. it would be easier to use like hot glue gun, which I did on the next thing I'll show you, but Elmer's glue totally works. Or you can staple them, or you can tape them, whatever you've got on hand, and voila, you're the bunny. Okay, let's move these guys aside. And let's make more paper plate projects. Now, all I had were square, weird picnic paper plates and pink paper plates. So we took and turned over the paper plate so it could have a white side, and we glued on some eyeballs, some pipe cleaner, a pom-pom, and some googly eyes. We drew on a mouth, and we have a bunny. Now, I haven't put the ears on yet because I just wanted to show you when we do ears, we just cut out long triangles, and that's going to make the ears. You could leave them plain white if you wanted to, or you can add a strip of pink in the middle, or I like to outline everything, and I just used a crayon again. So you can use a crayon, you've got the outline, or you've got your pink strip, and then I'm just going to outline it with a black crayon, and then it's just kind of more defined. So you got like your bunny ear that way. So your bunny could be as simple as this, and if you want to get crazy and fancy, you could add pom-poms cotton balls all over it and make him fluffy if you want. You could add the cotton balls to the ears. You can make him as crazy and as complicated as you want, or as long as you want to keep your kids busy. So that's like super easy. Or what if you don't have googly eyes and you don't have pipe cleaners and this stuff? Okay, no problem. Still use the back of a plate. You can just draw all of your items on. You can glue your ears on the back. You can add cotton balls if you've got those. Or if you've got like me and I've got like weird flowers around, you can let the kids pull off the flowers, and that would be an adorable bunny to have the flowers and the ears. Be so cute and so easy. So there's you 5, 6 different bunny projects, hopefully with stuff that you've got around your house that you could make in a jiffy to keep your kids busy and happy over the Easter weekend. So I think that's all. I'm going to sign off. Bye.